Oh, it'd help if I didn't have myself muted. So I'm so excited. This is my first podcast episode of the Gray Area Design Podcast. And I'm excited. I had this idea a while ago, and I just wasn't quite sure if I wanted to take on the task of creating a podcast. And I just kind of decided I'll do a live podcast because I honestly don't like editing. It's not my favorite thing. I think most of us are not a fan of having to do all of that unless we're video creators. But editing, I am just not a big fan of that. So I decided, well, if I do a live podcast, then that reduces the editing I have to do. And a lot of my favorite YouTubers do live streaming. And they liked it as well. And that was kind of their barrier to doing a podcast was the editing afterwards. And I am a YouTube whore. Most of my time is on YouTube. If I'm working or if I'm just kind of looking over the web for inspiration or anything like that, you can probably bet I'm going to have YouTube open, whether I'm watching like the Council podcast or H3 Productions. I always have something streaming. Lately, I've actually been obsessed with Fousey's live stream on Twitch. He's doing like a subathon right now, and so he's on 24/7. And it has just been hysterical, and I'm so excited. So, um, H3 is probably my favorite podcast in the world, and their H3 ends up saving Fousey, right? And so we'll get into that today because I definitely want to show it. Because when I saw it live, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the best piece of content I've seen in so long. So I think we'll do that probably at pretty close to the end. But we have a lot of fun topics today. The way that I've decided to break up this podcast is into 3 segments with kind of design in between. So we'll see how that works. I will be live streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm still deciding on what time. So if you want to go onto my Instagram, I am doing a poll right now to see what times work best for everyone. But for now, looking like it's just noon, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But the way that the podcast will be broken up is the first segment is just going to be design. So I will find an amazing piece of design that I really like, and then I'll show you how to recreate it in Canva. Or I'll just design something in Canva that I thought would be cool to recreate. And then you guys can kind of see my process, how I move around in Canva, and hopefully pick up some really great tips while I'm doing that. So I'll probably design for about 20 minutes and then break out into the first real segment, which I've called Stumbled Upon. I don't know if any of you used to use that website, but it was fantastic. It was essentially like a search engine that you just stumbled upon like random pieces of content all over the internet. And it was the coolest thing in the world. I don't even know if it still exists. You can check, but it was a really cool way to find like just random things that you never thought you'd be interested in. So that's kind of what my stumbled upon will be, just random things I've found. This episode, it's all things I've just found on Instagram. Then we might get into some more design for a little bit and then break off into the second segment, which is business bits. So for the topic for this episode, it'll be AI related. So I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking about doing for videos. And then this really cool resource for AI that I think would be just awesome in your business. And it's an easy way to stay up to date on what AI tech is coming out because it's all in one place in like this resource library and it's like constantly updated, which is really cool. And then we might break into some design. And then after that, it's my final segment, which I love to death. This is probably my favorite one, which is why I've saved it to the end, but it's called Queen Petty. And it's essentially just going to be really, really fun commentary on things happening in pop culture. So for this episode, I'm doing Thermostat beef, which that is just insane. That's with Tiger Belly and Bert. And then H3 Saves Fousey, which I cannot wait to see that. I haven't seen it since when it was live, so that'll be really fun to dive in that together and get reactions and what I was thinking while I was watching it. And then the final one is just a clip that makes me die laughing every single time, and it's Brooke from the Canceled Podcast with Tana Mojo. Talking about overdrafting her account and like what was the final thing that actually did it. It's quite funny. But let's go ahead and break in. That's kind of what I'm thinking for how this will kind of go. My plan is to do 100 episodes, and we'll just kind of adjust and change as I get feedback, and we'll go from there. We'll see how it starts. So let me jump in so you can see the design we're working on today and who the original designer was. So you can follow her. Let me share my screen. Okie dokie. So here we are in Canva. I already have like a template created for the design I like for emails, which is about 1,000 pixels by 8,000 pixels. And then you can just adjust it for it being longer if you need it. Well, 8,000 is the max. You couldn't make it longer. But if you want to make it shorter, you can just go into resize and then adjust the height here and then just do resize if it's too long. But this is a good design size for emails, in my opinion. So this is the email that I want to kind of redo. I'm not going to use these images because they're Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just not going to do that. But we'll find images in Canva and recreate them and all of that. But yeah, this is the email. So the original designer is Sarah Sue, and this is her. So make sure to go follow her and find her. I'm going to link her website in the description when we're done. But here's her Pinterest account. So it's just Sarah Sue Design. And you can just see all of like the really cool things she's done. She does amazing work. So this is like part of her portfolio and some stuff that she's done. Absolutely obsessed with her. And she's also a Los Angeles-based designer like me, which is really cool. So this is what we're going to be recreating and who the original designer was. So let's just jump in. And I'm going to put on some background music. So we'll see if this is too loud. All right. So I like to design first off in sections. So the first thing that I do is I kind of look and see, okay, how many sections is this? And this is about 4. So I'm going to grab some shapes here. I'm just going to type in rectangle or square. Square works too. And just section everything off. Oh my gosh. All right. Y'all cannot judge me for my spelling. I don't claim to be a copywriter. I'm a designer. All right. Spelling is not the right thing. Okay. So we'll just go ahead. 1 second here. What's going on here? Why am I missing some shapes? All right. That is so strange. All right. I'm just going to grab one from something else. Don't mind me. I'll just grab this. We're just starting off great here, you know? I'm already losing my shapes. Okay. All right. So we have our shape here. Oh, that's cool. What? Hold up. If I grab the circle. Oh my gosh, guys. We are learning something. All right. That makes that really simple. Okay, so right now I'm just creating kind of like the layout of that first image here. So let's do the next one, which this is technically one long section. So we'll just leave it as one. And then this, we're gonna look for images. So let's go into elements and type in setting spray and see what we got. So they're doing like a black. Let's go here. You can change, if you go up here, you can change the color to black, which I think is kind of cool. Let's just do makeup. Oh, this one will work. So after I find an image, I'll just size it to, I think it's about right there. Okay. And then we can put the text probably around right here, I think, and move that over. Right here would be great. All right, where's this banner? Let's see. So we have a couple ways to do the banner. We can type in banner in the elements and do the graphics. Let's see what we have. This is one way. Or because it is a really simple banner, another option you can do is just grab a shape. Just grab this one and then switch it to a rectangle. Like that. And then we can just move it around like this. Make it a little bit thicker. Okay. And then we're going to change it to a pink color. And let's add some text. And we're just going to type in new. Make sure that we copy that. And then let's get this in here. And maybe bring it down. Okay. And now it needs to be bold. Perfect. We can make it a little bit smaller so you can still see what's happening. Okay, there we go. This might need to be a little bit bolder, but I don't have, let's see, do we? Yeah, we only have those. Oof. All right, we'll just keep that for now. And then let's add the 24 and the setting spray and all that fun stuff for the text. So let's just grab this. And we'll put it back to 0. All right, so $24 is the cost of the setting spray. That's probably too big, but we'll just keep it there for now. And then let's do setting spray. Or let's just keep it. Let's do blush brush. Ooh. We're gonna make it smaller, and then also we'll do that pink. If Canva isn't mad at me. Okay, cool. Right. Then I want to make sure everything's aligned. And I'm going to shop now. Just going to align all of this left. And then they have this little triangle. So let's go ahead and find a triangle, and it's a bright pink. And then let's move that to 90 degrees. Ooh. And there we go. Probably need to make that a little bit smaller. So let's zoom in, my friends. We're going to zoom in. I think that's good. So just make sure it's even. And then this needs to be smaller. So what is that? Oh, it is smaller already. I'm just going to do 30. And then I'm going to move this closer again. Right. Group. So now I can move it all as one. And let's group these. Go. And then group. So now we can move all of those around. Okay. Okay. So we have this part pretty much done. And then we'll come back and do some finishing touches. Next is the restock, so the loose powder. All right, let's go find some images that we have that where we can do that. So let's type in setting powder. And let's see what we got. So this could work. Oh, that looks like Stila's setting powder. This one right here. Anyway, sorry, I got excited. Okay. What else do we have? This one's kind of cool too. All right, looks like this one's gonna work. So I'm gonna remove the background and see what happens on this one. It might look funky. All right. So then we'll just grab that. So now there's a line here. So let's go find the line. So her line is at an angle. Looks like it's probably 15 degrees. And then we'll do ours like this. And then maybe not 15. Yeah, maybe more like 10. And then we're just going to I'm actually I'm gonna grab another one of these and make it smaller just to get that nice, clean, crisp look that she has in hers. We'll just zoom in a little bit. And then lock those as a group so we can use that somewhere else. Perfect. The one difference is that she made sure to use an image that doesn't have a center. So we might come back to this. We might. All right, so we're gonna do it again for our next block. And I'm just gonna use this one so I can see the sizes of this initial block to make sure that they stay the same, and then I'll just delete the image. So this one, she does brushes. So let's do some brushes. Should probably be a little more clear. I do need makeup brushes. Maybe we can use something like this. So maybe move like that, and then just move it up and line it. So I'm actually going to need to ungroup that really quick and then move this to front. So we still get that nice clean line, and then I'll go back and grab that. All right, so that one is done. Oh my gosh. My mother is having to do active shooter training at her job, which is I'm just beside myself, but she is texting me updates on the items in the house that she can use if something were to happen. And I'm sitting here just in my own little world designing, and I just see these things that my mom keeps sending me, and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Okay, I like this. Ooh. Oh, this one's good. Okay, maybe we can keep that one. Okay. Just tone it down a little bit. All right, so that looks a little blurry, but for our purposes, I think it'll be okay. Let's just spend a little bit of time. Let's see if we can find something better. Ooh, I love this one. Okay, let's see if we can pull this one. Awesome. Okay, we'll just move that around since that has like that edge there. And then I'll just keep making it bigger, and hopefully it doesn't key out. All right, so now we need to add our next block. See, I already messed that up. How did I manage that? All right, we'll go back to fix that. First, let's do what I did before to make sure that this is actually the right size. So we'll just grab this baby, this one. There we go. All right. Hey, I was pretty right on the size of the pink box. A+. Nice job. All right. Let's get this connected. There we go. Or maybe. Hold on. All right. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Can we flip it? Yeah. Okay. Just because this one's on the left. And so I thought it would be good to have this one more on the right side. All right. So we have our images. This one we might need to change out. We'll just have to see once we start adding in the verbiage. And then with this one not having anything at the bottom, we might need to adjust that as well, but we'll see. It's all just, a gamble. We're just gambling, and then we'll readjust it later. So this is now black. And then now we need to make this into a button. So let's go ahead and grab another rectangle. The rectangle is my absolute favorite. There's just so many things that you can do with it. So versatile, it's so versatile. All right, let's ungroup this bad boy now. Okay. And then position forward. That's beautiful. All right, we do need to make this smaller. This a bit, and we can now center. Looks good. Maybe a bit smaller. All right. Just gonna finish this one up, and then we're gonna move on for a little bit to our first segment. All right, let's see. I have a timer set for 20 minutes because I could design for hours, but now we're moving on, and then we'll come back to our design after we take a little pause break. So one sec here. All right. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting pretty excited. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm excited. Okay, so this is something that I saw that I was just like, oh my gosh. In love. Absolutely in love with this.
I don't want the world to see me.
Sending it to my mom.
Cause I
like,
don't want the world to see me. Cause I don't
And then because of that one thing, I could see all these other ones. They give me so much inspiration on designs. Like I absolutely love to follow or love to look at this person's work. Just stunning, absolutely stunning. I have absolutely nothing to wear this stuff to, but I feel like I would figure it out.
Today marks my 30th birthday, and I would like to express my gratitude to all the people who have made my life so magical.
Aww,
the past year has been incredible, and I am grateful for the ability to have survived my 20s in such a wonderful way. I believe that my 30s will be my golden year.
Oh, that's really pretty. I like the goldenness with all of the flare. My child heart just gets so excited when I see this. Okay, let's go on to have a couple more. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty funny.
Need anything, don't be shy, okay? There are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Mom, stop quoting Mean Girls.
Hey guys, how's it going in there?
Which is like not on my bingo card.
Well, if you need anything, don't be shy, okay? There are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
So want to do this to my kids when they got old enough to understand, because best believe they will have watched Mean Girls at least 5 times. At least 5 times. And that's like under dramatic. I'm sure it would be so much more than that. It's just a classic. You know, like you go, Glen Coco. You go. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I love it. It's so cute. And like all of the comments, just like eat it up. Like you guys need anything, some snacks, a condom, let me know. Mom, stop quoting Mean Girls. Is there alcohol in that? No. Why? You want a little? So good. Such a classic movie. And then this other one that I saw that I really loved is from Buttered Cake Shop. So I actually got a cake from them for my grandma's birthday. And when I tell you, it was one of the best cakes I've ever had in my life. I'm not kidding. It was so amazing. I got, what was it? It was like a lemon cake with lemon, what is that called? Oh my gosh, I'm totally losing my words. Lemon curd, with the lemon curd in between the layers, and then just like a vanilla frosting inside. Oh, it was fantastic. And they covered it with like fondant, and it was marbled with white and blue, and then it was beach theme, so they put like seahorses and little oyster pearls all over it. And my grandma was so excited. She took pictures, and she absolutely shows it to every single person that she sees. Big fan of Buttered Cake Shop. Any single time one of their cakes comes on to my Instagram, I'm just like, oh my God, like, look at this. I could just eat that. But they're so good that you don't want to. Oh, So beautiful. Oh, that's this one. It kind of goes with like the fairy dresses. Oh, I really loved this one. I loved the glitter cherries. So pretty, and all the cute little butterflies. One thing that drives me nuts about this video are the holes. I'm not a fan of the holes. It just distracts me so much. But I do love this cake. I love. What other good yummy stuff do they have on here? Oh, that one's really cool too. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is. Oh, it is. That's so cute. I was thinking that's not a cake with the little dinosaurs, but it totally is a cake. Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh, I love this one too. Okay. Oh, that's adorbs. All right, let's get right back into design time. Do about another 20 minutes, and then we'll do our next segment, and that goes, the business bits for this time is all AI related. So right. So now we're back. So this is going to be restock. And this one we want centered. And let's just call it loose setting powder. Although I don't technically think all of this is loose setting powder, but we're just doing this for the goofs and gags. You know, it's not real. Canva, don't you start. Be on your best behavior. And then we're going to make that a lot smaller. Let's see, 35. And then we have our shop now button. Man, there's not a lot of spacing in this. I'm a space girl. I'm a white space girl. Absolutely. Most of my designs will have a lot of white space. This little cutie patootie. And then center. Oh, Snapola. Let's ungroup all of that real quick. And now let's group it. Okay. Okay, so that is centered. So it is hard to read. So let's see. What other setting powder we can find. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, this caught my eye. I like this. Don't tell anyone, we're kind of going off script. Just kidding. I did not script this, clearly. And then we're gonna flip it actually. I'm gonna put it over here. I really, really like this one, but it's not gonna work with the white. All right, well, you know what? Maybe we can just change up some colors. Boy, these make it look not so pretty. Oh, that's better. All right, we'll just pretend that we can see it. Okay, so there is this one. I do wonder if we can bring it down. Okay. Do have a little bit of a problem, so maybe we can do something like this. Ah, there we go. That works. All right, so this is done for the most part until we get to our finishing touches. So now we can move everything over. This one is left aligned. So this one says 15. Bushes. Okay, there's that. And then it has with a purchase. Purchasing a setting powder. And then it's way smaller. Stop that. Perfect. And then we have our shop now button, which needs to be a little thicker. the heck? What's happening here? Oh, I know. It's easier just to grab the whole button. Grab the whole button. Oh, y'all, don't mind me. I swear I've done this before. Brooke. Let's actually. You see this comment button? Just trying to ruin my day. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have this one. Perfect. And then now we're going to do the other one again. Group, copy. And this is going to be bronzer plus blushes. All right, so we can actually make this a lot smaller. So I'm going to try it at 7. Let me see. Nope, so let's do 6. Probably not. Let's see what we get at 5. All right, so now I'm just going to drag everything. Oh, we can make this a lot smaller. All right. Let's do 4. It looks like it actually might be more like 3. Oh! All right, well, that was too much. Much better. Okay. All right. And then we can actually make this whole thing the pink since we have this. All right. So let's make it. Maybe more like 3, 4. Okay, here we go. All right. Just need to move this all up a little bit. So there we go. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more fun. And I do want more space here. That's driving me nuts. So we'll just move you down. Like that. So that was about 3 clicks. So now we want to move everything down about 3 clicks. So 1, 2, 3. Just to give everything, you know, a little bit more breathing room. Three. Okay. And then we're just going to reset it to the middle. And that one should be fun. And then let's see if we can find something better for the brushes. It just looks, I don't know, compared to everything else, it looks a little out of place, you know. So let's find a brush. So I like what they did here. So let's just find 1 and 1. I think, yeah, okay. So we can use this for 1. Right, and then there's this one. Let's see if we can take this one. I might just do my little trick, my little pink trick. So we're gonna put you here, and then we're gonna grab a pink box somewhere. We know we got pink boxes for days, so let's just take a shape. And then we want shape, and we want you. And then we're just gonna hide it. You know, if you can't see it, did it really even exist? I don't think so. Okay. I am going to Taylor Swift in August. Well, I'm going to see Taylor Swift in concert with my cousin. And I cannot be more excited. Like, I know it doesn't sound like it right now because I'm focusing on covering up our little blemish here. But I have my outfit picked out, and I've had it picked out forever. Literally forever. And I got it on Etsy, and it is just the coolest thing. And I'm so excited. Oh, let's look at that. And then now get this way and just take that baby all the way down. Yep. Yep. All right. Ooh. There we go. All right. So we are just going to lock these two together. That was a pain. Okay. And then we can put this one this way. That. 2 minutes till we do the next teddy. We'll see that. There we go. All right, and then we need you. Ooh. Front. Okay. Very nice. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, there we go. All right. And then I think I'm gonna make you just a tad smaller. No one's gonna notice, you know. Just a tad. We'll just snapola. Okay. And then you just move you right there. Perfect. And then she does have the pricing over here. So let's do that really fast. Let's use this one. It's easier to undo. Okay. So we have the number 4 brush. We're gonna move this to black. And then this is really small. And then this is 26. Just a little bit bigger, not too much. With a red X on it. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll make you red. That's not really a good red. I don't like that red. Whoop! Oh, all right. It's time for our next thing. But hold on. I just want to do this X or this cross out. Make this smaller because quite thick. Okay. I don't want it to be like so obnoxious that you can't see it, you know. Oh, that is not center. Okay. Rue. Rue. Okay. Okay. Next. Now we are moving on to business bits. So here we go. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been talking and it's been muted. Let's try this again. So I have this piece of content, right? Writing psychology and college psychology and all that fun stuff. So this would be a great video, but I don't want to do it. Heck no, man. I do not want to turn this into a video. So I was like, well, maybe like there's AI or something that could do it for me. So I found AI. It's called Lumen 5, right? And one of the coolest things is that you can add a link to your article, right? So I'll do like new video. And we'll just do this one, use this template. And then you can choose how you want it. So transform your text into a video. So I'll paste the URL and then say import. And it will produce a video based off the data that I gave it from this article. And it is the coolest thing ever. And so I'm probably going to start doing like just the normal channel videos that aren't the Gray Area Design podcast this way. Because like I'm already doing the written content, you know? So like it makes sense to just have it already be a video. So then it'll shoot out the script, right? And when it's done, we can convert the script into a video. I mean, how cool is that? It even gives you like titles that you can use. It's for someone who is not a big fan of video content, like this is just so cool. So we'll do convert to video. And now it's just creating it. I'm in love. I'm so in love. The one thing I'll probably have to do though is record the voiceover. But like, that's not too bad. So once it's done, I'll show you the video. But look how fast it's creating this video. It's incredible. Lumen 5 is definitely AI that I think everyone who has a business that's doing content marketing should use. It will just save you so much time. If you're already writing blog articles, you can just transfer that content into a video form that's already formatted for YouTube, and then boom. It's so good. I wonder if it will let us preview it now. Oh, hold on. It has video. So let me switch and share something else. One sec. Okay, this way you should be able to hear it. Let me turn it down. It's kind of loud. Music! I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. It's so good. So good. So this is absolutely something that I will probably be incorporating soon, but I just had to show you because I thought it was so flippin' cool. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to go over related to AI in our little business bits section is the AI kind of like encyclopedia. It is so cool. It has absolutely everything on it. So it like lists. It's called Futurepedia.io, and it just lists like not all, but a lot of AI tools that are out on the market, and you could search by like what's new, what's popular, what's been verified. So if you go to like new, you can see all the new things that have been uploaded, and it's insane. Like you can even filter, like maybe you need video generators. So if you click that, it will then filter for just AI that helps you with video generating. It is so cool. There are so many different options, like create AI generated videos using basic text instantly, or like Synthesia, create AI videos from text, easy, cheap, scalable, create human-led AI video content in less than 15 minutes. Like, what is this? We have art. So it shows you like Mid-Journey, AI Lab, explore new mediums to expand human imagination, AI generated artworks, Playground AI, create art, logos, video posters, free online AI image creator. It's so cool. This one creates unique wall art from your ideas. This one has like AI art is a platform. This is actually how I found the Lumen 5 was through this site. So say you need copywriting. I feel like we all need help with copywriting. Marketing blocks, cohesive content, add creative Jasper. Writer's another one that people use. Copy AI. I honestly use Chat GPT for my like AI copywriting, but I have heard a lot of good things about Jasper and Writer, and then Copy AI. But Chat GPT is definitely mine. So say you like wanted to get more information, you could just click into it, and it's like create content 10 times faster with AI powered copywriting tool. And it tells you like why it's verified. So it's either an established company or has a good social media presence. And then it breaks down the features, a video review, and then the review of others that have used it on the platform. And sometimes they'll even like give you a coupon where it's like, oh, if you say that you use Futurepedia, you'll get like $5 off each month. Sometimes it just depends. You just click through and then it'll let you try whatever AI you've decided on. This is such a cool platform. So I would just keep up to date with this just to see if there's anything that catches your eye that's really cool. There might not be, but I try to check it periodically just because it's so cool. Like generative AI to redesign any room in seconds. Like that's not going to help me in my business. But for my house, that's amazing. I love that. That's super, super cool. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, easily monitor and manage all your social media conversations in one place. Now, that is super, super helpful. I really love that. Listen to articles, PDFs, email YouTuber in your podcast player. That's nice. Ooh, here's one for creating engaging newsletters. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. I would recommend, I'll link these below in the description, but I definitely recommend that you just take a second and check them out because this is really, really cool. Okay, that is all I had for business bits today. But now let's get back into our last design thing, and we're just going to wrap that up and then move straight into my favorite part of today, which is Queen Patty. I'm so excited. All right, let's switch over. right. So I do think this 26 is actually a little bit too big. I'm just lining all this up here. Okay. And then we can take this and do number 1. And this one underneath is 40 feet. Sorry, I'm still working on the sound. Right. But in the end, it's kind of going to look something like this, you know? All right, so that's it. This is the design for the day. Oh, there we go. So here is the, we'll just type that down as an image. And then we can see them. For doing a quick and dirty version of this, I'm not spending more than, what, an hour? This is not bad. But this is how you can create an emo like this in about an hour or so, right? So it's not too hard, and you can absolutely just kind of like go back through this video and kind of see how I did it and pause it and see certain things like rotations and things I did to get things in particular positions, or little tricks that I did, like using the pink blocks to hide parts I didn't want you to see. But we're done with the design stuff. And this was super, super fun. Something that's annoying me is the pink lines. So let's fix that real quick. And I can just do that by just spreading this out a little bit. There we go. All right, let's download it one more time. So here, this one, and then let's grab the original by Sarah Sue. How awesome is this? You know? So cool. Not bad for quick and dirty. All right, let's move into Queen Petty. Okay, so I do want to give some back context in case you don't know what this is. So Tiger Belly is a podcast with a very known comedian and his ex-girlfriend now. And it's the comedian is Bobby Lee, and Brett is one of his old-time friends, right? And every time Bobby is invited to events or things by Brett, the guy that we're looking at right now in the light blue, Bobby never ends up being able to make it for whatever reason, right? It never happens. And so this is from that conversation. Bobby was invited somewhere. Through their managers, he ended up saying like, oh, I can't make it for so-and-so reason, whatever, bad timing, right? And so this breaks down in real time why this continues to happen, and all of this BS is literally over a freaking thermostat in an office from years ago. It's absolutely insane. We have to watch this together.
Fully loaded fuckface.
Fully loaded.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should mention they curse a lot. So sensitive ears.
Unfiltered, full loaded.
Yeah.
So what you're and I'm looking at you. I swear to God, I'm 100% in.
Yeah.
And I also think how exciting.
Yeah.
So he's invited to Brett's event, right? And so they're talking through this event that Bobby, this guy, was invited to by Brett right now.
I'm going to be backstage with my friends, right?
Yeah.
We get to do shows together. It's going to maybe I'll
All
do
his
it.
friends are
Yeah.
going
Who
there.
knows? You know what I mean?
And
Right?
just Schultz.
And I go through
Wait,
the
who's your booking manager, or who's your agent? Yeah.
CAA.
So this is when it starts to show what actually has been going on with Bobby not showing up to all of these events and things that he's been invited to.
Oh. Okay.
Who are you with?
Yeah. UTA.
Right. So that's the problem.
Here it is.
I think it was the problem.
What,
but-
I'm being 100%. So I'm gonna say this out loud. Don't cut this out,
Okay.
right? My guy at CAA and your guy at UTA are mortal enemies.
There's a story there.
They
Are
are.
you serious?
Did you know that?
No.
They're mortal enemies.
Who?
In fact,
Who?
Can you imagine that you and your friends have different agents, right, for your events and everything, and they hate each other, absolutely hate each other, and you were just finding out now on a podcast? Like, they've had the same agents for years and years, and Brett had no idea, Bert had no idea that this was happening behind the scenes. It's crazy.
So there's a photo in my phone.
No, it's f***ing
Oh.
Right. So they used to work together at an agency, and they hated each other because of the temperature of the room. Right. So would like it hot.
How am I just hearing about this?
It's an origin story.
Right.
This is like
This is real.
thermostat beef.
Because I will tell you,
Thermostat beef.
Thermostat.
It's about the temperature of the office. What?
Can you imagine this? Like he's just sitting here chatting up with his friends, and then he finds out that their agents have beef, and it's over a stupid thermostat. And he, like, you can literally see in his eyes the connection when he starts naming all the people that have the same agent as Bobby. Oh my gosh, you see the neurons just firing.
you fucking
No,
kidding
this is
me?
This is real. This is real.
Right. So I have a photo with, because they used to be at Gersh and I was at Gersh, and I have a photo with and I sent it to and cut out in the return.
Wait, stop saying the name so we can.
Oh
keep
yeah.
talking about it. Say the
Anyway,
whole thing without names again.
the two agents are mortal enemies. I'm talking about like
So wait,
Biden
just
and
out of
Trump kind of animosity.
name 3 other really big comics that come.
Oh my gosh, this is tea. So he then starts saying all of these people with the same exact manager. And what do you know? It's people who never show up to events that he invites them to. It's freaking wild.
At where I'm at,
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, but he's in. I saw him.
No. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Andrew Schultz.
Keep going.
I will.
Who he has a
Tim
podcast
Dillon?
with as
Tim
well.
Dillon?
Bobby does.
This is all over the fucking thermostat.
It connects.
Yeah.
It freaking connects how many people have canceled on him and like just lied. All, and it's not even him or the people. It's their freaking managers. Ah,
Dude, temperature of the room. They can't even
livid.
because I'll tell you, me and Andrew's
He's
at your
fuming.
place.
Nope.
I'm at my place. You know, he's at UTA, and we have a tour together right now.
Andrew's Cantina.
It's been hard.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Andrew Schultz.
It's been
Andrew
hard.
Santino.
Dude. I'll just say
Thermostat
We need
beef.
to change the
Thermostat.
subject.
what?
We need to change the subject.
I'm so like, oh, every time I see this, I'm just like, can you imagine? Like, you're thinking people just can't make it, or you said something wrong to them, or you managed to hurt their feelings, or like whatever. And this whole time, it's over your manager being a completely unprofessional a-hole and sabotaging it. Like, this has to be illegal. There's no way you can, because it's essentially sabotaging his events by these guests not being able to show up when they were supposed to, but they won't do it. It's not even that they won't do it, it's that the managers lie and get them to not do it. They'll lie about, oh well, the cruise was supposed to be, it's a 30-day cruise, and Bobby's like, I'm not gonna go to a comedy event that's 30 days in the middle of the ocean. And then like Bert ends up saying, dude, it was a weekend. It was a weekend cruise. So like they purposely are lying about information so the two managers do not work together. It's so crazy.
Why?
Keep going. What else is going on then?
He's so mad.
No, I would.
So
Yeah,
mad.
I don't know. I can't really talk, man. That's the thing.
Like he
What
literally
I'm
just finds
saying
this
is,
out.
I guess maybe that internal dialogue sometimes is very accurate.
Oh,
You
He
lay in bed and
knew
you
it.
fight with yourself and you
Yeah.
think what people think.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yep.
So
this
that's
is very
a
accurate.
lot of it is that.
Can you imagine
But Bert,
that?
listen, what do you, Bert?
Yeah.
I'm just look
Look
at me
at
now.
him.
It's over
He's
the fucking
flabbergasted.
I
Yes,
know. But let me tell you
exactly.
something right now. A lot of it,
I
dude.
can't. I may not be able to do this podcast after this.
His mind's blown.
Why?
This is because
This specific one? Why?
Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of it on this one, right? And it's crazy. So they take a break and then he relaxes. I'm sure he makes a phone call. and which I'm speculating. And then he comes back and they switch the conversation and they move on to something else, right? But it's just like absolutely crazy to me that this went down for years. And like he was just thinking all of these things that like they hated him. There was something wrong. He doesn't understand what's going on. And this whole time it was over thermostat beef. So this is a podcast, Bad Friends, with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. So the same guy that was in there, right? But Bert is also here. So this is before Bert finds out about thermostat beef, right? And you can hear how one of these exchanges would happen before he knew it was the managers. It's crazy.
You lying. You don't. And look, I know you guys listen to this podcast. Andrew, are you doing fully loaded dates?
100%, I am.
You know how that works? I sent you an offer, and then you
And I said, yep,
and
I'll
then,
be there.
And then you know how Bobby works?
Uh-huh.
I never got that offer.
Andrew Santino, the guy with the red hair, and Bert share the same manager. So they have no problems getting shit done together. Absolutely nothing. Just a side note.
I never got that offer.
Call him out.
Oh, I never
Finally.
got that offer.
Call me out.
Bobby, you are the fucking...
I'm the best.
Remember, Bert doesn't know about the thermostat beef at this time. And so like he's like saying, you're a piece of shit, you suck, all this stuff, not realizing it was never Bobby in the first place. It's his managers.
Oh,
I'm the best.
You're my favorite. You're
Right,
my
and
favorite.
Can I say something? I'm your favorite neighborhood gook.
Hey, slow down.
Oh, sorry.
Slow down.
I got two
Do
on
it slow.
All right,
Do
sorry.
it slow.
Bobby's so
Now go.
excited right now. So excited.
Favorite friendly neighborhood gook.
There it is.
Can we say that or not?
Yeah, you can.
You can definitely say that.
I want to say this, okay? That here's what happens.
Oh, I know what happens. You don't have to tell me.
No, what? But no, because I have to. I feel like I do have
Okay,
to.
go ahead. I want to hear your version.
There's no version. There's the truth and not the truth.
Okay, I want to
All
hear
right.
what your middle
We're not
ground
doing
is.
this fucking QAnon bullshit.
What?
You know how things get rumored and like there's conspiracy theories.
This
and
is
all
not
Oh,
cute.
fucking Captain Reddit over here.
Yeah, what's going on?
So everyone at this point is like, Bobby, you know, you're so full of shit. Here you go again, just not showing up to things, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's a whole time, like, this podcast episode just kills me when you like go like with 2020 vision, right? We now know about the thermostat beef, but like when this was happening, we had no idea. So we thought Bobby was just being Bobby Lee.
Captain Reddit right now.
Okay.
All right. What's so funny?
Capital Meridita.
No, that's not what I said.
Go ahead and do it.
Here's what happens. Okay.
Okay, I want to hear it.
Is that
All right.
I get a call from my. Would you?
Right. So now he's going to break down the miscommunication.
Okay.
Is Edinburgh Jewish?
Yeah. He might
My
make,
agents.
he's half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they go, you got this offer, but you know what I mean, this and this, and they somehow talk me out of it,
Yeah, I know.
right?
Well
And I'm
aware.
like, I should stick up for myself.
When you say they talked you out of it, do you mean they asked, do you want to do this? And you said, I don't.
Number one, you had that yacht.
They've
party.
been scheming. He's been scheming behind his back the whole time. They talk him out of events. So like right now, he's about to talk about like that cruise thing I was just talking about. He's literally about to break down what happened. And you'll see the miscommunication where like Bobby thinks it's 30 days because his manager told him that. And it's literally only like a weekend.
Wanted to do the yacht party.
It's called a cruise.
Yeah, it's a cruise.
And the cruise
It's
it's sold
not a yacht
out.
party.
It's sold out in 24 hours.
I know. I wanted to do it because
And
that'd
by
be
the
fun.
way, we were offering you.
Oh
Like,
no.
Just so we're, if we're, I don't really give a fuck anymore.
it.
I don't give a fuck.
So mad.
Bobby was my first go-to. He was my first go-to for that,
What'd you do?
and he
Because this
and
is-
immediately.
all of this over the thermostat beef is wild. He literally gets invited to the cruise and can't go. Sorry, I'm waiting for it to buffer a little bit so we can like watch the whole thing. But you know, it's being a little upset.
He said no.
No, this
Now
is,
listen, I'll tell you how someone says no. Tim Dillon. Shout out to Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
He said yes.
Who
We
has the
signed it
same
off,
manager
and
as
he goes,
Bobby?
"I can't do it," but he called me and said, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to do it." And you were like, "Okay, I got it."
That's nice.
Yeah, Bobby says, yeah. How come I'm not included? How come I want to go to barbecues at your house? And then all of a sudden you send the offer, and then it's like, yeah. And then
Less reliable than Tim Dillon.
Whoa.
Tim.
Man, it's making it a little hard to show you all this cool stuff because my computer is so mad about this. Like, you guys don't even get it. I have my what is that? Oh, like my computer has like this predator sense thingy, and so I have it on, and it like puts the it puts the fans at like full blast, and it is still struggling. This is going to be an issue, let me tell you.
Oh, you know
I'll
what?
tell you, Andrew Schultz.
When the people that work
I
with
sent
you
Andrew
eat me
Schultz an
alive,
offer. I sent
that's
Andrew
interesting too.
I sent Andrew Schultz an offer, and you know what he said? He texted me immediately. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline.
Has the same exact manager as Bobby. So he literally just said, so Bobby, the Dylan guy, and then Andrew Schultz. All three of those have Bobby's manager, right? Including, well, obviously Bobby. And all three of them couldn't go. Interesting.
What does Bobby do? He goes, I want to do it. I want to do it.
I still do. Crazy Bobby. That's the thing that you don't fucking fully understand, my little friend.
My daughters.
My little friend.
My wife wants you. Everyone loves you, Bobby.
Everybody wanted you on it.
You're not loving yourself, is what this is.
He looks
Yeah.
so
What it is
defeated.
this, okay? This and that.
Put your arms inside.
Why?
Don't threaten.
All right.
Calm.
You gotta kick. Okay, so
Go
here's
through our
the deal,
steps.
okay?
Oh, I love Andrew.
Just so we're
Yeah.
very clear. I'm taking my flip flops off because I'm going crisscross applesauce in a second.
I'm going to be genuine when I say this. We are going to bill you for that chair. That's a brand new chair.
That's
It's a brand new chair.
That's a side joke. So at the beginning of the episode, it's a blow up chair. And they undid the back of it. So it's slowly losing air throughout the whole episode. And Bert has no idea. And he thinks that he just like broke it, which is like just a funny side note of the podcast.
Oh, I'll give you $13.
Fine.
Sad.
I think you should switch the chairs.
Nope. It's out of Miami. It's 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's this part.
Yacht cruise.
Yeah.
For 30 days or whatever, and I got maybe
30 days. It's not 30. We're not going to South America. It's just to the fucking islands out of Miami. It's 3 days.
3
Bobby.
days. 3 days.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not 30 fucking days.
3 days.
Do you see Bobby's face? He's so defeated. He was just like, oh my gosh. His manager told him it was 30 days just so he wouldn't have to work with Bert's manager. It's wild.
Well, sounds like you need to make a call to your agent live on the show and say yes.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
really good movie.
Uh-huh.
And it's so
You
fun.
haven't even fucking seen
Can I
it.
taste this? Because he does.
Okay. So that's that with the thermostat beef. I think it is absolutely insane. And if that would have happened with me, I would have been so mad. Just absolutely so mad. Okay, let me share this next one. So this next one is Fousey, or no, H3 says Fousey, which if you don't know, H3 is like a pop culture react commentary channel. They also do like live skits, and they have started doing live shows, and they're just like a really fun comedy podcast that's live. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then for members only, they're on Tuesday. And it's my absolute favorite podcast. So if you ever get a chance, I absolutely think you have to just go check it out. They're so good. Ethan Klein and Hila Klein are just bosses, absolute bosses. But here you can see live Fousey going to the airport with his text to speech on, which what happens is if you have your text to speech on, if someone donates, they can send a message and say whatever they want to. And then it will read it out loud. It's crazy. Okay, let's have Ethan break it down.
So Fousey's been IRL streaming, and people can donate to have a voice read off their message. And of course, people are capitalizing on this to the most. I still can't get over the fact that he's faking his sub count.
It's crazy.
How do you know that?
Because we watch him a lot, especially.
Oh, you do?
This was proven to be not true. And H3 does retract this statement. It's just most of them ended up being gifted subs. So other people gifted subs that they had to the channel, but they are indeed not fake subscribers.
You're a fan?
Yeah.
Are you sub?
A few of us here tune into his streams.
Yeah, we enjoy his streams a lot. Let's just say that. Some of us.
But we've seen him physically type in the sub count.
Yes.
Me too. I will say I'm a big fan of Fousey, especially his live streams. I love them so much. Fousey is just pure entertainment at all times.
It goes away, and then it comes
Well, could
back.
that just be him? He doesn't know how to set up the automation, so
He does
just
not gain-
manually inputting.
If he knows
his
how to
sub count?
text to speech, he knows how to.
There is a problem sometimes when you use some Stream Elements where it messes up.
I'll gain
Let's get through this.
10 minutes, which I was surprised.
Calm now, guys.
But that will be in about 2 weeks. He should drop 6,000 subs.
So right now they're talking about since all the subs are gifted and everything, that in about 6 weeks they're all going to fall off and he's going to have to restart his sub count.
I don't want to wait in line.
Oh.
That was an old live. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is Fousey in an Uber ride
He's been live for 10 days.
to the airport.
Actually.
Give me the link. I want to tune in real fast.
We sent it.
Anorexic Cat 2 donated $5. Message from mom, son, please don't shoot the driver. You have so much to live for. I didn't read that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's already awesome.
That's insane.
So this moment right here clicks an old memory that Ethan has of another Twitch streamer going through the airport with his text-to-speech on and someone threatening the airport.
Caught that live.
He keeps
That just
showing
happened?
He keeps showing his phone with an address. I don't know why.
God damn it.
This is a search.
I gotta wait for these damn ads. Buddy. Here it is.
This is more content.
He's not chug.
I don't want to.
You can cap
And chat keeps being like, don't kill the Uber driver.
Wow, but really, that video of him walking around being like, "Damn, social interaction," that looks like a performance piece.
So right now, Fousey is in the Uber.
disconnected from the
I think
I'm a little worried about that.
because
Oh, does that
if he's
is
been
that something that happens
Oh, yes.
with him?
oh yeah,
He's had a few
okay.
episodes.
he's bipolar. He's bipolar and he has manic
Okay.
episodes. And the thing is,
That has also been proven incorrect by Fousey himself. He has said he was misdiagnosed as bipolar when he was way younger, and he went to a treatment facility recently. Spent 30 days getting looked at by psychiatrists and therapists and all this, and he does not have a bipolar diagnosis. it was more of when he did have this big episode, it was a mania induced by taking too many Adderall.
He's indicative of a man. No, I don't.
He admits Fousey to.
Yours. Well, he.
Oh
It's
shit!
crazy.
You know, this can happen.
He's live.
going to start traveling a lot for IRL streams. You should
So
get
now-
TSA pre-check so you can go through TSA hella
Fousey just realized H3 is
Wait,
following.
Here's a hella quick.
This is the weirdest drive this Uber driver has ever had in his life, man.
Does he have his shoes? His shoes are off.
Yeah.
Look at his
Do not get that
freaking
comfortable in an
shoes.
Uber.
Man,
Why not?
society's fucked, man.
Like, can you believe that? He just has his shoes off. Like, his shoes off. He has his socks on. He's just getting so comfortable in this man's car. And it is not his. This is ick. Ick, ick, ick.
My dad used to take his pants off in Texas.
Are you?
Okay, to save the crease.
No, I'm kidding. I'm saying how he said
Yo,
this
thank
to
y'all for
society back in
taking
the
me
day.
on my way to the airport, y'all.
Crease.
Thank you for even hanging out with me on my way to the airport,
Airport live stream. Let's
He's
go.
letting everyone know.
especially after getting fired today. I like the company. Thank you.
Fired.
Oh, no.
What? What did he get fired for? What is he going to explain? No.
Quit?
H3 is talking shit about you. That's not true. Is that true? H3 is a walking L. That is true. H3 trash.
Watching.
Oh God, we're warring now. Our communities are warring. The fine people over in Fousey Tube's live chat are upset.
They taking us on the flight.
They're done. They're taking a moment from making bomb threats at Best Buy employees too.
Okay, now. That did happen. Fousey went into Best Buy on a live stream. And, of course, the Texas speech, they threatened. They said that Fousey was in there to do that. And Fousey had to run out of the Best Buy.
Anyway, let's.
Oh my God.
For the order, they would tell him, Sal, put me in the books.
Oh shit, he's going to the. That's how Ice Poseidon got arrested.
Yep, that's how.
Okay, this is where he
It's
explains.
great content.
Wait, if he's going to the airport and he's got
The
this live
airport
show,
problem.
That's how Ice Poseidon got arrested.
Yep, that's how he
and
ended his
banned.
whole career.
Yep.
Originally, yeah.
Wait,
Wait.
this
Yep.
is exactly
Somebody
what
warn
happened.
him.
News is
Somebody warn him.
News is
That's what I'm
Like
trying
that,
to
we're
do.
the Walter White
Or-
meme right now. We're
We are
screaming in the
living
car.
Fousey, don't do it. Not at the, not
Don't
at the
do it.
airport, man. Not at the
Every
airport.
single time I watch your podcast, I had to hear myself
Aw.
say I am gay and get ridiculed for it.
No.
Me messing up my Freudian slip and messing up.
Freudian slip. Is
Wait,
not-
what? Did you say
Freudian slip.
Freudian slip?
It means that that's his his true self.
Hey, yeah.
I don't think he knows.
If it was a Freudian slip, it means he's gay.
How do you pick the one word that doesn't work with what he's trying to say?
H3
That is
NC
so
robot,
true.
Emasculated.
I love that he was Freudian slip, but like that means that it is really true, and you didn't mean to say it. You're hiding it.
Live right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, Fousey. Wait, I got it. Fousey, do not go to the airport with the live stream on. This is so important that you hear this. You are going to get arrested, bro. Don't do it.
So they do this forever. They go back and forth, and there's like a minute delay between streams. And so, like, Ethan is screaming, like, don't do it, don't do it. And then Fousey is like not catching it because of the minute delay. And so then he goes off and talks on a tangent. And they do this for like 30 minutes. Oh, hold on. Here, watch this. My cat just knocked over my trash can.
You're gonna get arrested, bro. Do not live stream at the airport.
Just like when you put two prank calls on with each other.
Someone just gifted 10 subs, by the way. Bro.
No.
Oh no, he's interacting with.
He's hearing what we need to hear. He's hearing. Star Killer just subbed.
I'm trying to warn him. I don't know how to donate $5. Oh, right here.
Fousey, please, bro.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
What?
What's wrong with that?
Wait, what?
What's wrong with that, buddy?
Wait, what?
What's wrong with that, buddy?
What?
Wait.
What's happening?
Wait, what?
Wait, wrong with being. Is this?
He's just streaming Buddy at me.
Hey, to everybody watching H3 right now.
So, of course, they do just actually warn him. This is Octane. He's the love of my life. So, of course, H3, Ethan, does warn Fousey. And see how quickly he just, like, his mind just went whoop. Didn't even catch it. Did not even catch it. Instead, he does a shameless plug, which I love so much, but he totally misses the whole thing. And like this is live. So like Ethan caught this as Fousey was doing this. Like this all broke out live.
Now, self promo. I'm live 24/7. My live stream never turns off. My life is on camera 24/7. Twitch.tv/Fousey. No matter what time.
Sleeping, everything. Bathroom when he goes shower, everything is live streamed.
Missing the warning. Fousey, we're trying to do you a favor here.
Promo. So yeah, H3.
Yeah.
H3.
I mean, I'm watching your stream. They know.
Oh, there we go.
Why?
You're gonna threat you, bro.
That's awesome.
I suppose someone literally got arrested for doing that.
Why?
Like someone tells you do not go to the airport with it on, and you're like your first defiant response is why? Like, why would you question it? Just don't go to the airport live streamed. Like, oh my gosh.
You can't think of one reason why? Dude, this is amazing.
This little smile.
Dude, this inception is awesome. This is amazing. He's actually getting the message. Don't do it, Fousey. Don't do it. All right, I'm just going to talk to you now because you're watching. Fousey, I'm going to mute it.
Okay, so here he tries really, really hard, right? He's like, all right, I'm going to only pay attention to you. We're only going to do this. I'm going to be talking straight to you, Fousey. Please listen to this.
I'm just talking to you now. If you do this at the airport, people are going to troll you like they've been doing. And at the airport, they do not fuck around. You will be arrested, hopefully before you get on the plane, because if it's during the plane, you're probably going to get investigated by the FBI. You're definitely going to get banned on Twitch, by the way, if the police come. Whatever you got going on now, that's good. Congratulations on the 13,000 subs. But you're about to lose it all. And I'm looking out for you, buddy.
Yeah. And as a fellow...
Facts. Everything Ethan just said was 100% fact. We saw that go down with another massive streamer not that long ago. Ethan is actually just trying to help him.
Brother, do not stream at the airport.
There it is.
Literally cure everything in the world.
Here's this. Here's that minute delay I was telling you about. It's so bad. Like they just have to wait and hope that the attention span can last for that delay.
This is amazing. I love the internet.
I love this so much, dude. This is fucking great.
The internet rules.
Me too. 100%. I loved every second of this.
God, I'm praying that he hears my monologue.
See? Fousey not paying attention. Again.
Yeah.
But he wants to know what you have to say about the gifteds.
Shout out, hypocrite, hate, Rafi.
They don't listen to me. Is it going in his head or no?
Will I get arrested, y'all? Let me know. Will I get arrested?
So instead of just taking Ethan for his word for it, he then says to his audience, will I get arrested, y'all? Like, I loved this. Him needing to like want to continue the stream so bad. He just decides to like wait for anyone to give him a yes to streaming instead of taking it as it said. Oh, look, AB Starkiller. That's one of the H3 podcast members.
Question to you.
He kind of rocks. Let's be real. Like, this is hilarious.
Everybody in chat is saying yes. Don't do it. 100%. Don't do it.
Ice Poseidon literally. This happened.
Yeah,
his life was ruined.
Yeah.
He lost everything.
He's back though. He has to deal with kick.
The people watching though?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good actually.
Yeah, you'll end up on kick.
Yeah.
Getting through to him. I think he's learning.
Well, he's a grilling. Okay.
So now Fousey proceeds to call all of his friends and ask if he can live stream at the airport.
Okay.
So I'm just going to skip through all the phone calls because every single one of his friends tell him not to.
So true. Here.
Whatever, fine. Don't give me 1,000 gifted. Don't watch me. I'm going to the airport and I'm live streaming everything.
Wait, we gotta. Yeah, you gotta leave it on so we can have this documented for legal purposes.
I think we may have had the opposite effect.
Yeah.
He says he's going through TSA at full volume. Oh, dude.
Bro, this is like
when Ethan says that relating to or regarding him being like, oh, I think we may have had the opposite effect. I lost it because he literally, like, the whole point of this was to make sure that he doesn't go to the airport live streaming, right? And now, if anything, because Fousey is so defiant, he's now like full throttle. Yes, I'm doing this.
Like, this is actually good content.
Can we wrap up the podcast?
Final
I have
hour
something
content.
I need to go
I know, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta watch this.
Let's rush over to the airport.
No!
He is like,
Fousey, no! Tackle him. Fousey, please.
Y'all are some haters. H3.
We love you. We love you.
Save your life, bro.
Fucking garlic.
Oh my god, I hope he's good.
Can you imagine? They're literally trying to save his life, like, as he knows it. And he's like, y'all are a bunch of haters. You're a bunch of haters.
there's so much
Y'all feet
feedback.
smell like garlic.
I want to be on, and I don't want to be participate in what's about to happen. I want to be a silent viewer.
We have
That's any part of the security.
One.
No, if
I
we don't,
literally
it's
make the
gonna.
news for a bomb threat the day before July 15th. I'm literally done for life.
That's what.
All right, let's wrap
His
this
friend
up.
says, I'm canceling the flight if you do this. He just saved your life.
Right. So he called, Fousey called one of his friends during this, right? And he was like, hey, I want to live stream through TSA. Is that okay? And his friend apparently works for the airline that he's flying for and got him the ticket. And so he says, like, if you do this, I'm going to cancel your flight. And he does it kind of self-servingly, but also to protect Fousey, but because his name is tied to Fousey's ticket. So if Fousey does end up going to the airport, he's going to be in a shit ton of trouble at work.
Please don't stream the airport. Some idiot watching will call the airport and tell them you're going to do something.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it's the nature of dumbasses online.
Yep.
All right, I think he gets frustrated there.
It's settling it now.
H3,
Yeah.
they're trying to help. When Ice Poseidon streamed at the airport, his gate got docked.
Hey, Mega Awesome,
That's
donated
how
$20.
got it.
Oh, that
He got
Mega Awesome.
permanently
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Oh.
Stay safe, Fousey.
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much for the 20 bomb. Mega awesome. I understand now.
Like, Ethan, they have been yelling at you, Fousey, this whole time. And then now you're all like, oh, now I get it, because someone freaking paid him. Died. Dead.
Avery, you're amazing, always.
King Wavery.
In everything you do.
He does what
Maybe
no one else
let's
can
donate.
do.
Let's just give him $20
I'm not about to
so
get
he
another
can
bomb
really
threat.
say
I'm
what we
solving it
want.
before I get into the airport.
Yeah, Avery's our
It's
transcriber.
so close to July 15th. Is it July 15th tomorrow?
Yeah.
Can
I
somebody
literally
donate?
made them
Yeah,
no,
pay you
I
back.
can't. I can't.
How much do we do?
All right. So that's essentially it for H3 saving Fousey. But I do want to, there's this moment there where he's talking about how close are we to July 15th. And the reason why that is so incredibly important is Fousey, I believe it was last year, had this massive event planned that he paid for out of pocket. He ended up losing $1 million over this deal. But so he had said that Drake was going to be at this event because someone told him Drake was going to show up. Why he believed this was going to happen, it's Fousey. Who the hell knows? But he then did flyers and all kinds of things promoting Drake was going to be there. And then someone did a threat that the building was going to and so the event never happened. He lost all of his money. And Fousey still till this day says that if Drake was going to be there, even though Drake has never confirmed it. That was never going to happen in everyone else's mind. But in Fousey's mind, it was going to happen. Drake was going to be there because a friend of a friend or someone that he met at a club told him Drake would be there. Just so we kind of understand the level of how funny this is to me, right? Like he really, really thought, but because of that, he lost everything with that threat that happened at the show. And so it was just kind of like that was the start a spiral of bad events just happening over and over and over again, which eventually led to him doing that 30-day rehab treatment facility. And this is him beginning to come back to being an internet personality, was this live stream subathon that Fousey's doing right now on Twitch. But I just thought this was so cool that Ethan ended up saving Fousey from ruining his career again. So cool. All right, so we're wrapping up today. I have one last thing, and this is it's like 48 seconds if that, but it's absolutely hilarious. And I watch this podcast called Canceled, and it is by Tana Mojo and then her friend Brooke, and it's just essentially girls just gossiping about like their dating life, and it's really fun because they're very well known and they date very well known people, and so it's kind of like Taylor Swift dating, songwriting, all of that in a podcast, which is just so fun. But this is a clip of Brooke explaining how she overdrafted her account, and it's Tana asking what did it? What finally overdrafted your account? So good.
The second I do a brand deal, I have the money, and I don't. You realized I really had a problem. My account balance went below 0. If it was just like a purchase of mine, it would be one thing. But what's that? But I was afraid to even check. It was a little girl I'm sponsoring in the Philippines for $30 a month.
$30 is what threw her over. And just wait till you hear like the rest of this bit. It's so funny. I'm dead.
Out of the goodness of my heart, I started sponsoring this little girl. It's only $1 a day.
They just put up Mr. Beast. I can't. I cannot right now.
But I need a sponsor. Like what? She didn't eat this month? She ate, but I couldn't. Her name is Marianne. She's 45 pounds. Goals. Not only did you just say goals.
Like what? Not only did she say.
Anyway, I'm working on my spending habits.
Not only did she say she ate, but I couldn't. She then, like, you hear one of Tana's friends in the back saying like goals when she said like she's like 45 pounds, just dead. That whole clip just kills me. I think it's so funny that Brooke went over into her overdraft because of a $30 monthly charge that she has to feed someone in the Philippines, and she like couldn't even eat her. It was so good. But that is it for today's live stream. I am so excited, and this ends podcast episode number 1 of the Gray Area Design podcast. Don't forget to hit the like button and and then hit the subscribe button, and then make sure to hit the bell so you're notified every time I go live. I will be doing these Tuesday and Thursdays. I haven't decided at the time yet. I'm thinking noon, but let me know what you think in the comments about what time is best for you. And then let me know what you think. How did this go? What are some things that need to get better? What are some things that we could just not do, or things that you love and want more of? I am so excited to do this, and I cannot wait to see how everything progresses here. I hope you all have just the most fantastic day, and I will see y'all Tuesday.